My name is Emelefonwell Oge of Let Us Farm. So you're welcome to Let Us Farm page. So today we are going to be discussing about how do you treat your pond before stocking. On today's discussion, we shall be talking about concrete pond. How do you treat your concrete pond before stocking your catfish? Because I decided to do this video, I have been always telling people individually, but it's better we'll make it on a video so that we understand. And if you have any questions, kindly drop it for me in the comment section and I'll take it up from there. So if this is your first time of seeing me, well, this is Let Us Farm page, and all we do here is we try to provide you with practical solutions to solving our agri problems. So if you are having any issue in your farm, simply do a 2 to 3 minutes video and send to me. So when I look at this video, I will provide you with a practical solution to solving this problem. Remember, we are not forming any WhatsApp group and we are not on Telegram group. So should anyone consult you for that on my behalf, it is not me. Don't send anyone your number for that. So I will play a video right now so for you to see some treatment, but I'll be right back to discuss them. Welcome back. So if you watch the video I showed now, that's a video of a concrete pond that is being treated with plantain stems and stuffs like that. Please don't be in a conclusion because I showed the video that it is what you're supposed to do. No, don't conclude. I actually showed this video because it's a video that someone sent to me asking me questions about that situation. Now, one thing I want to say here is this. If you want to treat your ponds, there is no need for all this. Yes, there's no need. You see, most of us we follow bandwagon. People said, people said, people said. The question I always like to ask when people tell me that people said is, what is the reason behind that? Now, I like to look at every reason, not from a very technical aspect, but from a layman's view. Okay, if you look at the pond, you cut your plantain stems or banana stems, soak it inside the pond. Some will tell you to soak it for 3 days. Some say you should soak it for 7 days. The issue is, what is the significance of what you soak to the pond? Some say it's a cleansing something. Some say it's to fertilize the pond. Even some people will carry poultry waste and soak in the pond. I think I also have a video of that. You see, poultry waste and soak in the pond. They say you are trying to fertilize the pond. Well, the idea behind it is good, but what is happening there is a little bit disturbing. Now, cutting the plantain leaf stem is not my problem. The problem is that when you cut the plantain stem and soak in a concrete pond, you one is that there could be bacterial infection from the plantain stem, and when you soak it inside this pond, the pond just absorbs it. You put a fresh water there and put your fish. The fish that will live inside it, what was absorbed by the cement gets brought out again, and the cement and the fishes will take it, and when they take it, they have infection, and you notice that they start dying, and you will not know why they are dying, and you start treating. You see, so what you are trying to run away from, you have brought it upon yourself. And the funny thing is that some of the chemical reactions that will come out from this stem may actually, when you remove the water, they will soak on the. You remember the cement? You have made the cement to absorb any chemical reaction from this stem. So when the cement absorbs it, you now remove the water from the pond. You now put a fresh water. That thing that was absorbed by the cement get regurgitated again. Now it is the fishes that will live inside this situation that would now get to take these things in, and there will be contamination. I'm not saying this because I want to spoil anybody's idea. No, I'm just saying it for you to, try and let us be a little bit critical in our reasoning. Just do like you've not heard about it before, but for the fact that I'm saying it now, you try to reason it towards that angle and think, okay, is this going to be true or not? Ask yourself that. Supposing what I said now is correct. So after you have removed it, what happens? You now put your fishes, they come again, they reabsorb it now, and they become sick. Does it now solve any problem, or does it add more problem to a problem you are trying to solve? This is the picture I want us to get. Now, people ask, okay, since I said that soaking it is not correct, what is the best way to treat our concrete pond? Yes, your concrete pond, I have said it, even if you soak poultry waste, rabbit urine, in a concrete pond, like the same thing that will happen to the plantain leaf is the same thing that will happen to those ones, because the cement will just absorb whatever infection that is inside what you have done, and then when you now introduce the life inside the water, they bring it out. Now the cement itself cannot be fertilized. Why? Cement itself is like a dead object. So there's nothing you can do. This is not just a dead living object. No. Cement is just like a rock formation that if you pour water on top, the water slips out. So if you want to fertilize it, the cement will not absorb anything to reproduce. If you want to have a practical knowledge of what I'm saying now, get cement in your compound, plaster a small part, then get fertilizer, put it on top of that plastered part, then plant on top of it and see whether it will germinate. It can't, because already that is a treated component with other chemicals, a binding component. That is what cement is a binder. So once it's a binder, it cannot allow anything to come out. So if there is now an element of sand inside to give life to it, and you now plant on top of it, because the binder is there and has other chemical there, other chemical composition, it will not make that thing to grow well. So putting fertilizer on it is a complete waste. So even if you now put urine, put fertilizer, poultry waste, put plantain leaf, you are practically wasting your time. So what do you do to treat your concrete pond? What you do is, after plastering your concrete pond, allow it to dry. Now, it depends on where you are watching from. Some places have very hot climate, some have very cold climate. In cold climate, it will take very longer time. But remember, in plastering this pond, you use almost raw pure cement. So you make the mortar you are using to plaster, it will be like a dough. So when you plaster it, it absorbs very fast and it will dry very fast because it's like a dough. That is, the gumming intensity is higher than a loose cement. So depending on the area you are, if it's a place that have very high sun, hot climate, within 7 days that cement will dry very well. So after the cement has finished drying very well, what you do is you put water in the pond. When you put water in the pond, mark the place that you put water, then allow it overnight. Come the next morning and confirm if there is a reduction in this water. Don't be in a hurry. So if there is a reduction in the water, it means that the cement you used in plastering that thing is not well balanced. That means you have to replaster the place. Now, if the water did not reduce, it means that the cement there is okay. Remember, you have done the work, you left it between 3 and 7 days. When the cement dries, you see that it changes color. Initially, it will be dark. When it dries, it becomes a little lighter in color, showing that it's very dried before you put the water. So after you've confirmed it like that, the next step you do is buy detergent. Then we have all this whitewashing material. Like here in Nigeria, we have Jik, we have Hypo. These things are what we use to wash out cloth, like white colored clothes that have stains. So they are very high powered cleaning agents. Buy it. Then buy any strong detergent. Mix the two. I will show you a picture now. So you see how somebody is washing the pond, mix the two, enter the pond, wash it, scrub the pond thoroughly. After you have finished scrubbing the pond thoroughly, the next thing you do is get your clean water and rinse the pond very well. After rinsing the pond, you can allow it to dry. After that, put your water in the pond and you can stock. You don't need to waste time, say you are treating, putting plantain stem, putting poultry waste and all. You don't need it, because those things can actually transfer bacterial infections to your pond. And at the end of the day, it is you who will lose. It's not the person that told you to do it that will lose. The person just dropped an information. It is you who utilized the information that will lose. So I don't know. Probably if you are still in doubt, or if you still want to get any more clarification on this, please drop that in the comment section. So in the next episode, I'm going to talk about how do you treat your tarpaulin pond and how do you treat your earthen pond before stocking. All these ponds have their own methods that you treat them so that they can give you the best of results. If you don't treat your ponds very well, the microbial infections in the pond can actually go to destroy the life that you want to introduce inside this pond, and it gives shortages to farmers. So until I come your way next time, I remain yours, Noel Oge Emelefon of Let Us Farm. Keep farming, it's a way of life.
Hey y'all, come look at this.